everybody. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Washington Capitals, who are off to a fantastic start in the 2021-2022 season. Washington's an older team that a lot of people thought might be taking a bit of a step back this year, but so far that has not been the case at all. They're one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference this season, and there doesn't seem to be any signs of Washington slowing down. We're going to take a look at the team, and we're also going to take a look at some players who are making this great start for the Capitals possible as well. Before we get into it, I just ask you, please subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. It helps out so much and is greatly appreciated. But let's get into it here. Starting with the Capitals, just as a team. I mean, they've played 19 games so far. They are 11-3-5 on the year. They've got 27 points, a plus 20 goal differential, and they are second place in the Metro Division, only behind the league-leading Carolina Hurricanes. Washington's off to a phenomenal start. They've done a really good job of picking up points. Even in games that they haven't won, they've still been able to get a point out of a lot of them. And they only have 3 regulation losses all year. So there's only been 3 games out of 19 where they haven't gotten at least a point. So that's obviously played a big role in their point total so far and them being as high in the standings as they are. They've been really good offensively and even better defensively this year, and that is a welcomed change for the Washington Capitals, who have not put up great defensive numbers. The offense has always been there, but they generally haven't been putting up this good of defensive numbers, but so far this season, they've been awesome at keeping the puck out of their net. They're scoring 3.37 goals for per game, which is 7th in the NHL, and the Capitals are almost always one of the higher scoring teams in the NHL, so that is nothing new. But what is new is the 2.32 goals against per game, which is 4th in the NHL. This is not a team that is usually a top 5 defense, but so far this year, between their defense and goaltending, they have been. And they're doing a great job of keeping the puck out of their net. Power play hasn't actually been that great, which is interesting because with all of the talent the Capitals have, you would think that they would have one of the top power plays in the league, but they don't this year. It's only 16.7% on the man advantage, and that might be the only area that hasn't been good for the Capitals this season. But their penalty kill has been fantastic, 83.3% on the penalty kill. Obviously, very solid number there. The other thing with Washington is they have been equally good on the road as at home. They've been great no matter where they've played. Their home record this year is 5-1-2, and their away record is 6-2-2. So obviously, they've played more away games than home games, but it doesn't matter to them where they play. Whether it's on home ice, whether it's on the road, they are playing really well no matter what. So that's been really impressive to see them be just as good on the road as they are on home ice. Now we're going to take a look at some players here who are really having big years for the Capitals and are a big reason why the Capitals are off to the start that they are. And obviously it starts in goal. Goaltending is the most important thing in hockey and in the NHL, and you are not going anywhere without good goaltending. Ilya Samsonov is off to a phenomenal start this year. He has a 6-0-1 record with a .924 save percentage, a 2.11 goals against average, and 3 shutouts already on the season. He has been absolutely phenomenal for the Washington Capitals in the games that he has played. Vitek Vanacek has been a little bit closer to average, 4-3-4 on the year with a .906 save percentage and a 2.54 goals against average. He does not have a shutout yet this year. So Vanacek has been a little bit closer to average, but still finding ways to win games. And Samsonov has been absolutely outstanding. They've also had Zachary Fucale play one game, and he got a shutout win in the one game that he played. But Samsonov and Vanacek are the main goaltending tandem. and obviously led to quite a few wins and a very good start to the season, particularly Samsonov playing incredible so far this season. Their top 5 scorers also playing a big role, and it's led by Alex Ovechkin, of course, who, I'll tell you what, Alexander Ovechkin is 36 years old. He is not playing like he is 36 years old. 19 games played. He has 15 goals already this season, 15 assists for 30 points, and a plus 13 rating. Ovechkin is playing some of the best hockey we've seen him play in recent years, and he's been absolutely outstanding to start this year. 30 points already, 15 goals. Looks like he's easily going to score 50 plus again this year. Just an incredible performance for Ovechkin, who, much like the team, is not slowing down at all. Even though he's, in his going into his late 30s, he's not slowing down whatsoever. That is a great sign for the Washington Capitals. Evgeny Kuznetsov. I did a video earlier in the year about Kuznetsov and how he was kind of back to his old self. That hasn't stopped at all. That hasn't slowed down at all. He is off to a tremendous start this season, over a point per game. 19 games played for Kuznetsov, 6 goals, 16 assists for 22 points and a plus 9 rating. He's been the number 1 center with Backstrom out, and Kuznetsov has filled that role extremely well, playing great hockey so far this season. Tom Wilson, everybody loves to hate Tom Wilson, but he has kept himself out of trouble this year, and he has done a phenomenal job of producing offensively. 19 games played, 6 goals, 10 assists, 16 points, and a plus 12 rating. He is 3rd on the team in scoring, and he has been just awesome to start this year for the Washington Capitals. They're definitely going to look for him to continue to produce at this level if they're going to stay this good all season long. John Carlson, their number 1 defenseman, he also has 16 points in 19 games. He's got 3 goals, 13 assists, a plus 4 rating. John Carlson continues to be their number 1 guy on the back end, logging big minutes and playing a huge role on this team. And then finally, Connor Sherry is 5th on the team in scoring. And this is a guy who kind of got off to a slow start too, but has really gotten a lot better over the past couple of weeks and has started to produce a lot offensively. 18 games played for him. He's got 5 goals, 4 assists for 9 points and a plus 2 rating. He is 5th on the team in scoring, and Sherry has really picked up his game over the past couple of weeks. But these guys are all playing vital roles in Washington having the start to the season that they are. Ovechkin lighting it up offensively. Kuznetsov filling in on the number 1 center spot, doing a great job. Wilson's been extremely productive. Carlson's still clearly their number 1 D-man. Sherry picking things up as far as secondary scoring goes. They're getting really good goaltending from Samsonov. Vanecek's been adequate. He's been good. He hasn't been spectacular, but he's been good enough. Samsonov has really shined, though. This team is getting production where they need it the most, and they're winning games because of it. So this has been a very impressive start for the Washington Capitals. They're an older team. They've got significant pieces out of the lineup. Backstrom hasn't played all year. Manth is out of the lineup. Now Eller's out of the lineup. Oshie's been out of the lineup. He's missed time. He just came back. So, they've had big pieces out of the lineup as well, and they're still finding ways to win games, playing great hockey, and competing right up at the top of the Metropolitan Division. This team is not slowing down at all, and doesn't look like we're going to see that step back from the Washington Capitals, certainly not this year. They are still one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference, and big kudos to them for that. They deserve a lot of recognition for that, and they are still performing at an extremely high level. So with that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, our merch store, memberships, and donation links are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.